Hi, thanks for watching this video. Today we're going to be having a look at these. These are the roughly 6-inch Five Nights at Freddys action figures. We've got the whole Tye Dye series here. We've got the chocolate ones at the back, a few of the special ones, Radioactive and Captain Foxy, Rockstar Freddy and Liberty Chica. And we've got to start off with the Tye Dye series. You can still find some of these in the shops for around 10 to 13 quid. And if you are thinking of buying any of these, you can check out the quality with me right now. And we're going to start off with Tye Dye Foxy. I got a little bit confused looking on the back of the packet because the actual pictures on the back, especially with Foxy, don't really show a true likeness to the colour. Foxy is a bit more vibrant on the back of the packet here. He's got kind of a bit more of a smashed up roadkill look, but Chica, Freddy, Bonnie all look the same, but this Foxy is just looking a bit pale. Maybe he's been in the wash too much. Anyway, got the scissors, let's get this open. I know some people don't like opening things like this. They keep them for kind of display and sealed up. And to some people it's like a crime to do this, but I do get that, but that's my job to do this. But I have got to make sure I don't stab him. He'd probably like it. This is pretty tough stuff. But I'm away. Cutting it like this though from the back, I can kind of fold it back down and stick them back in. Kind of pretend they're sealed. Pulling the packet off from the front, more often than not, just shreds it all up, so don't want that. Anyway, here we are. You do have to be careful you don't cut yourself on this see-through plastic stuff. It is quite sharp. Anyway, let's just unleash Foxy. Take it, they're like melted in, like vacuum pack sealed. Oh, I've just missed one out. And here we are. Oh. Sorry, old boy. Looking a bit grim. Lost his arm again. His hook hand. He was sealed in a little bit too well. Anyway, get rid of that. Right, let's find his missing limbs. They got kind of the ball joint fixtures. Not sure if they've all got the same ones. Might be able to swap them about a bit. They feel like some kind of strange soft plastic. Not really the usual action figure material. But as you can see, the joints are all the same. That little ball joint there. They don't feel very consistent. The arms and legs kind of move with different amounts of force. Might be because they're new, but I am curious to how much pressure it would take to snap this. I'm guessing not a lot. Let's have a close up. These hands, fingers don't move, but the hands kind of move at the wrist. The elbow, and let's just see. That went back on a bit more firmer than the right arm. Let's have a look at the back here. This colour is a bit weird. It's more like a smoky blue, and he looked more banged up and bruised rather than tie-dye. And one thing that did bother me is that mouth, because it's moulded over. But if you can get past that, I think you'll be alright. Next up, Tye Dye Bonnie, and he's looking a bit more true to the colour description on the back. There you go, quite a nice purple actually. Right, let's get this open. That's a little bit more easier this time. And here he is. And just snip these things off. And he's out. And complete as well. He does feel a bit more rugged than Foxy. Limbs feel a bit tighter. A bit more bulkier, so might be stronger. Still that same kind of softish plastic feel. Kind of rubbery plastic. His mouth isn't moulded over on this one though. He's got some teeth there. But he still look a bit more battered and bruised though, instead of tie-dye. As you can see, oh, maybe not as strong. Foxy did have shiny grey plastic limb sockets. They've used the same plastic as the figure on this one, but there we go, that's Tye Dye Bonnie. And next up we've got Freddy, and he's looking a bit more horrific. A real traumatised flesh look. That right there is the colour of a real horrific accident. Kind of remind me of the colour my arm and shoulder went when I snapped my arm. That is a horrific choice of colour. So congratulations maybe for that, I suppose. But let's get this open. And here he is. Not really sure what to think of this one. Not sure what that microphone's supposed to be made out of either. Look like meat. A bit weird. Tye Dye Freddy and his meat microphone. Let's see if we can get him out safely. And we can already see we've severed his arm, both arms. You can't go up to much mischief now. And he could headbutt you to death. None of them seem great at staying together, really. I think if you put these in a toy trunk or something, you'll never find them whole again. Look like there's bits of meat everywhere. I think they're probably just a little bit too vacuum sealed in the packet. Maybe they're meant to be like that. Legs feel sturdy though. But there we go, here's Tye Dye Freddy in all his glory. I'm just not really keen on that colour. That just doesn't look like tie-dye to me. But you might like it. There's 13 quid's worth of plastic trauma and a meat microphone. There you go, Tye Dye Freddy. So I can put him down there. He's got big old feet. I'm sure he's sturdy enough. There we go. And the last one for the Tye Dye series, Tye Dye CHICA. Comes with the cupcake as always. This one's a little bit smaller than the others, about 5 inches. Pretty much the same as on the back. And that is kind of like the tie-dye that you'd never pay for. To me, tie-dye's meant to be big colourful swirls. But there's none of that here, apart from on the packet. That would have been suited more to be called Putrid Infected Trauma series, but they decided to go with something nice. Let's see what damage can be inflicted on CHICA. Oops. Let's have a look at the cupcake first. Quite simple as so far can be expected. Eyes are painted pretty good, quite neat. That's about it. Let's re-limb CHICA. And got some weak arms, I think. There we go. That's what we was waiting for. No pressure needed, really. But it is only the arms so far. Legs have all been alright. Heads have all stayed intact. That is probably all part of the fun, but I'm just finding these colours quite strange, to be honest. But there we go. That's CHICA. And if you're looking to buy one of these, you know what to expect now. And that is all 4 that's available in the Tye Dye series. Foxy, Bonnie, Freddy and CHICA. Actually, colours don't look too bad from here. I'm just going to try something, see if they do change around. No, they are different sizes. Some of them might, but failed miserably on that one, but there they are. But anyway, let's move on to the chocolate series. There's only 3 in this series, but we'll start with CHICA. These do look a bit more quality, but maybe because they're coloured. But there are a few more features on these, like that bite mark taken out of there. And the mouldings and that look a bit better on these ones, but like I say, the colours are quite nice. But that is just my opinion. You might like the tie-dye look better. But let's just get this open and see if we get a complete figure out of it. Here we go. I guess they're all tied in with these. And here we are, the moment of truth. No, maybe they are just made so their arms can be ripped off. Get you straightened up. Plastic feel a bit different on these, feel that already. The tie-dye ones feel a little bit more rubbery, like what I said. And these just feel like typical action figure plastic. But they do just look like better mouldings. They feel a little bit more solid. But saying that did fall apart as soon as we got it out. The colours do help though. I think it make it look like you're getting more. And there we go. I do like the kind of the bite marks out the side. It's got kind of a cream filling. Neatly done. As you can see, she's got kind of chocolate sauce and sprinkles. I better put your limbs back before we forget. There we go. That is chocolate CHICA. Let's move on to chocolate Bonnie. That does actually look like something you'd get at Easter, but just a little bit more sinister. Hopefully kids won't chew on this. Might this be the one that came out whole? Tye Dye Bonnie was the only one that was successful so far, so they might have a method. Let's see. You can definitely see in this one that the plastic is different to the Tye Dye ones. Get these off. And no. Ugh, there's something weird stuck in Bonnie's hip. Don't know what that is. Yeah, could put kids off chocolate for life. Arms. Right. They do go on really loosely. Bite marks at the ears as well. It is quite a fun series, I suppose, for the Easter season. Don't know what that is. And that does look like you can fit something in the hands, if you've got anything, guitar or anything. Oh, a leg. Let's just put that back. There you go. That does actually look like that's made out of real chocolate. That is quite good. There you go, that's chocolate Bonnie. That's number 2. Kind of look like a number 2. And then the last one for this series, chocolate Freddy. Looking a bit kind of similar to chocolate CHICA with the chocolate sauce and sprinkles. Let's get it open and see. See if we get a survivor. Right, let's get these snipped off. Here we go. Not good. A little bit of a mess. Not much left of you. Getting too used to this now. Oh, it's getting worse. This is the worst one so far. Does everyone have this kind of luck? This doesn't feel very strong. That face with their multicoloured teeth. Try that one again. He's on. Last leg. And couldn't happen to a more deserving bear. But there you go, Chocolate Freddy. Not the normal thing you have to do with toys when you unbox them. Like I say, maybe they are meant to be like this. Just all part of the trauma. But this is it. Chocolate Freddy with his munch marks. in his tooth here. Not sure what all that is inside him. Quite similar to Chocolate Chica. I would have thought they'd done something different, but 2 the same out of 3. There must be a reason for it, but looks alright. It's nice and colourful. But there he is, Chocolate Freddy. Got there in the end. But that is the only 3 in this series, the chocolate series. Chica, Bonnie and Freddy. They might bring some more out, who knows? They keep bringing out different things all the time, little specials and stuff. I did do a video on the Arctic Ballora and some little Funko Pops mini, so you can check them out as well. But right now we've got to move on to Rockstar Freddy. And he glows in the dark as well. He's kind of translucent. There's 5 in this series. I could only manage to find this one, but that will do for me. But let's get this opened up and see if we can find out anything different about the quality of these. Nearly there. He's looking a bit more himself, a little bit more bare coloured, still translucent, kind of amber. I'll have to do another video separately on some of these, the glow-in-the-dark ones. Radioactive Foxy obviously glows in the dark, this one and the Arctic Ballora, and see what they're all like separately. And we've got a bust leg. It came apart really easy that time. Maybe they just didn't put them together properly on purpose, just to annoy you. I'll take your microphone, and there he is. We've got Rockstar Freddy now, the glow-in-the-dark one. They've all got a different plastic feel. Each series seems to be made of different stuff so far. Don't know if that's right, but now this one's put together properly. It does feel quite sturdy. All the limbs are now good. They all move with the same amount of pressure, basically. His jaw is see-through, and you can kind of see the paint inside of his mouth through it. The waistband moves. I didn't notice that on any of the others. Just have a look on the Chocolate Freddy. He's got the line, but that's moulded. So, yeah, they're all different. That's something good, I suppose. But there he is. That's Rockstar Freddy. Glow in the dark as well. So I've got to remember to do that video. Put him there. And might as well move on to the other glow in the dark. Radioactive Foxy. You've got to look out for that yellow sticker right there if you want glow in the dark. And there's another 5 available. There's quite a lot to get. But I got Radioactive Foxy because that was the only one that was available. But that's good enough for me. And to be honest, I think Foxy, or to me, I think Foxy always seemed to be one of the most interesting ones. He always seemed to have some sort of good theme going on, or some sort of detail that I just end up preferring out of all of them. Here we go. Right, here is Radioactive Foxy. Kind of a nice green, bit like a lime or an apple green. See-through, but kind of look a bit like a deflated balloon with something in it. Oh, he's off. He's attacking me now. Hook handle has come off. You've got 2 hooks there. That went back on the right. His joints are black this time. That's a nice contrast with that translucent green. Quite loose, but this fox is completely see-through. Not like Freddy down there has got... His body's not see-through at all. And even though they're both glow in the dark, they're not from the same series. But this fox is completely see-through all over. You know that will look good in the dark when it glow. And that is quite a nice colour. And I've just noticed his fingers. They all separate on this one. They didn't on the Tye Dye ones. They were all moulded, like the mouth there. That's the only thing I don't really like. I prefer it if that was just a little bit open. We'll just get this light, and you can try and work out what's inside him. Some kind of spine. Animatronics, I guess. You can just make that out. That's quite hard to see, but you can see something there. The heads definitely don't come off. I'm guessing the limbs are meant to be ripped off. They probably like that, but they are reasonably well made. There's no horrible bits or sharp bits. There's no bad seams. They're quite smooth all over, so they are what they're meant to be. We're getting towards the end now, but we've got Captain Foxy here, and I thought this one might just be the one that's the best quality. That looks more of a display piece. That's got more details, more stuff moulded to it, but we'll see. There's 4 in this series. They're like the Halloween ones, but I do think this Captain Foxy is the best one. But this opinion is just based on purely looks at the moment. Like I said, they always seem to give Foxy some sort of good look. But let's just get this open and see if I'm right. And here we go. And Captain Foxy. That is a really good look. I do like that. Let's just get him sorted out and see if something bad happens to him. And a whole Foxy. Nice. I'm wondering if they made this one stay together on purpose. I don't know. I do like this. I mean, I like pirate stuff. Love his coat. And everything just looks better on this one. Feels better. That's kind of like a more polished version of the others. I mean, it is just nice to look at. And there's no bad paintwork. Everything is really kind of well done, kept between the lines. He's still got that moulded mouth, but that can be forgiven in this one because that's more presentable, painted well. That is just done right. I have had some sketchy Five Nights at Freddys things in the past, but you don't mind paying a bit of money for stuff that's done right. Anyway, this is our last one for the beginning of today. Liberty Chica Special Edition. Comes with that July the 4th slab there. And the cupcake is actually the torch here, Liberty's flame. And quite a clever idea. And this one does seem like one of the most popular ones as well, but that isn't part of any series, as you can see that is on its own. That was just introduced as a special event thing in the AR game, 4th of July. That is a special edition, as you can see there. Always look for that sticker. The special edition ones are definitely worth getting. Depending on the shop you go in, I don't think there's much difference in the price. Might be £1 or £2, but I think if I remember rightly, I paid about £12 to £13 for each of these. But we're now about to see if this one is any different in quality. And obviously there's no legs in this one, but the arms can still move. That's quite a solid piece. That looks like the mouth can move, but it can't, like all the Chica figures before. And I'm curious to see about this cupcake. I wasn't sure if that could squash, but the flame is quite solid. And that's all one piece encased, moulded. But that is nicely done, and that is a good idea as well. And let's just have a look at that slab. It's just a slab of plastic, but that is for July the 4th. And in Roman numerals, that says 1776, which was the day of America's independence. But let's just take her out. I can already see that arm is not attached. Let's get that off and patch you back up. And one thing, I think this model definitely emphasised that mad fixed stare that she's got, but it does make a nice display piece. But it is one of the most thought about ones as well. It's like a theme, you can like it for what it is, but you can see that is nicely made. That is a really good idea as well. There isn't really any bad seams or moulds. The painting is really good. That is a nice colour. You know what it's meant to be. That couldn't be any other colour really. That is the exact colour of oxidised copper. And the actual plastic feels different again. I'm not sure if that's the case, but they all seem to feel different. But let's just see. I don't think this flame is going to stay on that hand. There's nothing to grab it with, but we'll see. You just have to bounce it on there. But that does look really good. That looks like the Statue of Liberty. That is a really good idea. But let's all shift these into position, see them all together. And that's a nice little selection of the roughly 6-inch Five Nights at Freddys action figures. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you like it and found it a little bit interesting. And please do subscribe also. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one.